Hey there, everyone. It's me, David. I'm here in my Beatles corner, hanging out, and we're going to talk some Beatles. One of my first videos I did was about this album, introducing the Beatles, and how to spot a fake copy because there are so many sellers on eBay that do sell legitimate copies, but then they also sell fake counterfeit copies. Maybe they think they're original copies. Maybe they think it's a gold mine. Some say they know they're counterfeits. Some don't. But let's educate you today, all right? Vee Jay did not just release this album. They also they released the same album as this album. Songs, Pictures, and Stories of the Fabulous Beatles. So we're going to take a look at this album and how to spot a fake, all right? So stay tuned. Well, here we are with another edition of Collecting the Beatles 101. Again, I'm David. Thanks so much for watching. One of the fun things about collecting Beatles albums are different variations and whatnot. And one of the coolest ones I think that has been released is here on the Vee Jay label, Songs, Pictures, and Stories of the Fabulous Beatles. We are going to take a little bit closer look at this album and how to spot a fake. But a little bit background information. This, according to my book, The Beatles Forever, says that it was released back in October of 1964, which I don't really think is the case. I had a copy of this album a few years ago that had a promotional sticker on the bottom. It was a souvenir of their concerts at the Cow Palace, which I believe was like August-y, something like that. So I don't know. It was released sometime in 1964. And as we saw in a previous video on my channel, Vee Jay had the rights to release Beatles material on an album, which they did on Introducing the Beatles. Legal fights had ensued, and Vee Jay, when they could, would just repackage Introducing the Beatles, and in one case it was as this beautiful, there it is, beautiful 3/4 gatefold covered album. But let's take a little bit, but before we take a closer look, back in the 70s and 80s, this album was counterfeited. I've got two copies right here. There are differences between the two copies, which now in our close-up video, we can take a look at. Let's watch. Okay, so let's spot the fake. So this is a legitimate copy of this album. First off, notice the title, Songs, Pictures, and Stories of the Fabulous Beatles. And then this is the song listing, not in running order, but this is the song listing. And the big thing with this is that it is a 3/4 gatefold album cover. Song listings on the inside of the gatefold, some stories, some pictures, songs, and all that. Okay, and notice, the colors, the photos, the drawings are all crisp and clear. And there's the back of the album. Alright, so there's a real one. Put that right back there. Here is fake number one. So I bought both fakes back in the early 80s. So the shrink wrap's still on them. This is not a gatefold cover. Neither fake is a gatefold cover. And the big telltale sign, look at the title, Songs and Pictures, No Stories of the Fabulous Beatles. Drawings and photos are pretty washed out. And there's the back. So let's just compare the back. See how that looks like a photocopy, a color photocopy. See those dots and stuff Looks like Paul and Ringo both have some skin issues. But look at how crisp and clear they are on the legitimate copy. Vibrant, vivid colors as well. So this is obviously a color photocopy. But you know, the song listings same as on a legitimate. And then here's fake number 2, which is actually, I wish they did a legitimate album with this song listing. So again, songs and pictures. It's just a flat non-gatefold cover, but the song listing is different and it reflects the running order on the record. So they added From Me to You onto here. So what's different with the songs? Well, Anna is removed. They added From Me to You and Please Please Me, but they left off Ask Me Why. I'm not seeing it on there. So removing one song, adding 2, which is interesting. And this is a true monophonic album. The mix of Please Please Me is actually the mono mix. So let's take a look at the actual record labels and spot the differences. So here's a legitimate copy. Now here's the thing with this album, is that Vee Jay had so many pressings of the album introducing the Beatles that they wanted to repackage introducing the Beatles so they could keep money coming in. So when you open up, like you would, well, back in 1964, you would open up a copy of Songs, Pictures, and Stories of the Fabulous Beatles, you would get Introducing the Beatles. So that's what we got. And as with all legitimate copies of this album, notice Introducing the Beatles, the title of the album, and the name of the band, the Beatles, are above the spindle hole on both sides. And this is a typical monophonic copy of Introducing the Beatles. On the fakes, the title of the album, Introducing the Beatles, and the name of the band, the Beatles, it's split between the spindle hole. So if you see that, it is a fake, a phony, and a fraud. So the counterfeiters wanted to kind of keep it a traditional, good, you know, authentic, air quotes, authentic copy. And they didn't put Songs and Pictures on the label. And then here's version 2. Again, now the running order on the label is correct with what is on the record. And no copy of Introducing the Beatles ever had Please Please Me and Love Me Do on the same album. And every copy of Introducing the Beatles had Anna on it. So this running order where Please Please Me, From Me to You, Love Me Do, and on the back cover, P.S. I Love You, never existed legitimately. So if you see that, then you know it's a fake. A fake, phony, and a fraud. And now back to the Beatles corner, where I am standing. So there you have it. This is by no means a comprehensive video. Just like my other videos, I just want to give you a brief overview of what to watch out for, because I don't want you to be parted with your hard-earned money. I really don't. And it irritates me to no end when I see sellers on eBay trying to pass off a counterfeit as a legitimate item. And you can actually pick up a legitimate copy of this album, not for a whole lot of money. I mean, maybe 30, 40 bucks. If you do stumble across the cover, oh man, I didn't realize my cover was split like that. We're going to have to do something about that. But if you do stumble across the cover only, you can make a legitimate Introducing the Beatles record with this album cover, because really that's all it came as, was introduced. Well, you saw that in the little close-up video. Anywho, I hope this helps you to identify this, how to spot the fake, and all that good stuff. It's interesting how the Introducing the Beatles video I did has a ton of hits on it. So if I can help you in some way, I'm here for you. I really am. So until next time, it's me, David. We are collecting the Beatles and having fun doing it. And we'll catch you next time with another video. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks for watching Collecting Beatles 101. And if you are into bourbon reviews, please check out my other YouTube channel, @MyWhiskeyDen. Thanks for watching.